Grabe itong mga magnanakaw na ito. Pumasok lang ito dito, masampal ko eh. Pero ang tatapang ng mga loob, as you will see later. Irregular and excessive disbursements, 11.9 million for letter A, installation of excess raised pavement markers not in accordance with the standard distance. Letter B, payment for accomplishment on 2 asphalt overlay projects even though it was short of 329,897 metric tons of bituminous surface concrete course. O, sabi niya, gumawa daw siya ng daan. Yun pala, tonelada, higit sa 300,000 ang kulang. Kaya, pag ulan, wala nang kalsada. Grabe naman ito nga ito. Letter C, pay items that were not turned over after completion of the projects and the provision of rental and pay items in the program of work. Letter D, overpricing of the cost of the repainting of guardrails. Baka akala nyo akin lang ito ha. Sa COA ito. This is a documented COA audit report. Hiring of 6,727 workers under the Out-of-School Youth Serving Toward Economic Recovery, also called Oyster Program. Bakit napunta sa worker program ang ating pera para sa kalsada? Even though there were no guidelines in determining the number of workers needed and the manner of payment gave no assurance that the number of oysters hired and expenses incurred was not excessive. From the road fund allotment of DPWH NCR, 57% of the allotment or 564.7 million was used for this employment program. Bakit napunta sa employment program ang pera na sabi ng batas ay mapunta sa pagpagawa at pagpaayos ng kalsada at ng mga labasan ng tubig? Kasi pag gusto lang sila eh. Kasi hindi nga dumadaan sa Kongreso. Various equipment acquired for LTO projects were not installed due to lack of prepared sites and buildings, 25.7 million. Na bumili na sila ng bumili, nang sabi nila gagamitin daw, yun pala, wala naman pala pa ang mga opisina o ang mga building kung saan ilalagay yung mga equipment na iyon.